Hello, it's Chandler Klebs here, and I'm kind of out of it. I've been working so much, and I have hardly any time to get on the computer. Can't even talk right. I slept for probably 11 hours, but I'm still tired. I've been working a lot, so I'm just, and there's just so much stress of life right now. But anyway, I wanted to record a video reviewing the movie High School Musical. We checked that out from the library because my mom had heard of it. She has a student, I think she said, that likes that movie. So that movie was one of the best movies I have ever seen. And it's interesting because there are a few things about it that I thought were unique to it. Okay, now I want to, let's see. Okay, wait, my computer's acting weird. What in the world? Oh, the Apple software wants to update. Why did I just updated that? Okay, I'm gonna just select quit. I'm tired of that Apple software update asking me to update things. Just see it. It throws off my groove and distracts me. Windows is so annoying. It's so much easier on Linux. I'll switch to Linux or Unix someday. Anyway, I got totally thrown off by that. So now, anyway, so yeah, what was great about the High School Musical movie is, of course, I liked it because I like anything with singing and dancing. I really do. I like performances. I mean, I just did a dance recital myself and performed in that. And I'm finding a side of myself that I didn't know was there. I really love watching singing and dancing, and I love doing it. You know, and I do it myself when I have free time, which isn't very often. But anyway, one thing, I mean, this movie was great, not only because of the singing and dancing involved, of course. Musicals are cool. I didn't used to like musicals very much, but that's kind of changed once you find the right kind. Now, what was brilliant about this movie is that it was G-rated. And for me, movies being G-rated, and that means nothing you wouldn't want your 3-year-old to watch. Okay, if you have a child 5 years old or younger, or just, you know, if you wouldn't want your child to be exposed to that, then you probably shouldn't be watching it yourself, honestly. And of course, I've watched plenty of PG 13 rated movies. So I'm a hypocrite, I guess. But the thing is, most movies, even the good ones, they contain way too much sexual content or bad language, you know. And of course, I'm not one to police people's language very much because I think a few things need to be redefined. But anyway, I'm having difficulty staying on topic. But for me, something being G-rated, such as My Little Pony or a G-rated Disney movie, while sometimes even G-rated movies contain things I don't like, I wasn't able to find anything wrong with that movie. For one thing, nobody had sex. Well, at least it's not shown if they did. Some of the actors probably did. But anyway, I like movies where nobody has sex and they're not showing anybody having sex. Or even if it's implied, that bothers me because I hate sex. Everybody who knows me knows I'm not just asexual, I'm anti-sexual. And so it's very rare of me to approve of a movie like this. For example, I liked Pitch Perfect. I watched all 3 of the Pitch Perfect series, and that was wonderful. That was wonderful. I loved the songs, especially the first movie. I think the first movie was my favorite, but the third one was pretty good too. But the problem was there was so much about dating and sex and kissing and all that and especially that one part in Pitch Perfect where they were singing outside and they were singing songs about sex. That was the theme. That was disgusting. I almost wanted to throw up at that point. And it's like, people ruin a good movie like they did with Liar Liar, where they have to have all that sexual stuff in the movie Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. But anyway, I'm talking about other movies, but the point of that is to show you my opinion of High School Musical is that it's G-rated. It's not implied that anybody is having sex, especially the main characters. I forget what their names were of the main characters. I can't even remember. Oh man, my memory's so poor. But you know, the main guy and girl, the two main characters that were singing, they sang together at the New Year's Eve thing, and then of course it's centered around both of their lives the entire time. So it was G-rated, but that's not the only thing I like about that movie. I like the message of it. The thing that you need to be yourself rather than just fitting the mold that other people have set for you. You know what I mean? That's just very important. You need to be yourself. You need to live your life to be who you want to be and do what you want to do. With the, of course, important exception, if you're not harming somebody else, like murdering or raping them, which is why people need to go vegan, by the way, because then they are hurting others. But anyway, so that's the thing. But that basketball player, he wanted to sing, and his father's like, "But you're a basketball player. You're not a singer." And he's like, "Did you ever think I could be both?" And that was my favorite line, seriously. Like, don't you think I could be both? Why can't a person do more than one thing? And while the movie was exaggerated, the extent of it, I so closely related to both characters. The guy, you know, who played sports, but he wanted to sing, and then the girl who, she was a smart math genius. You know, she was like a science math nerd, which is cool. Like the kind of person I get along with very, very well. But people were trying to force her into that role, and she just wanted to be normal. And I think what she meant by normal is she wanted to be popular and known for the other aspects of her personality, which is very important because, quite honestly, you know, while it's nice to be appreciated for being smart, I know personally, for me, that's not the highest priority. And I've thought about this recently, you know, like, sure, I'm good at math, I'm good at computer programming and video games, and I'm even good at my job, but I think there are parts of a personality that are more important than how smart they are, you know, and there are more things about a person rather than just how their body looks, you know. I mean, you know, that's a common theme. Is so much of movies that have female characters they're all sexualized. They have to be naked. They have to have sex with the main characters, or they are the main character that's having sex with everybody, you know. But that's the thing is, so it was actually very good because the women were not sexualized because it was G-rated. And I love G-rated movies. It's like I could go on and on about the few G-rated movies I've seen. The kind of thing that you wouldn't be afraid to show anybody. And this movie, along with My Little Pony, and probably a few other Disney movies or other cartoons that I've seen, would meet my criteria that I would show it to anybody. So I just have to say, the message of it, be yourself, and that your friends should support you in being yourself instead of trying to force you to do what they want you to do. The message was perfect. It wasn't sexualized. You know, it was just perfect. Like, seriously, like with so many movies, the message, there's either no message or there's a message, but it's buried in layers of sexuality. And High School Musical was just perfect. And it was so good I had to record this video telling what I liked about it. So anyway, some people may agree or may disagree with me on the movie. I don't care, you know, what you say, because if you want to watch a certain movie, go watch a certain movie. But this is the kind of movie that, while most movies I enjoy watching but wouldn't buy them, I would buy that. I would buy that movie. I watched it for free from the library, but I think I probably will buy it. Because it was just so good. And most movies are funny, but they suck morally. You know what I mean? So that one is one that I feel like, yes, Disney, I want to see more movies of that type. And also, another movie I like, Frozen. Frozen was good, as was Zootopia. And I could even do similar videos about those movies, saying what I liked or didn't like. But for now, was about High School Musical, just the first one. I haven't watched the second and third yet, but I have a feeling they'll probably be good.